Tough question. I'm just going to ask you directly. Do you guys hear the chatter and outside noise questioning Coach Snyder's future, and then does that impact you guys in any way?
You know, it's hard to not see that just with how social media is right now. I do my best to try and not pay attention to that stuff. You know, I get on social media, I look for, you know, friends back home, you know, friends here at college, you know, what they're up to. And in terms of athletics and stuff, I try and stay away from that as much as I can on social media.
How much do you think it fires guys up to play in an in-state rivalry?
You know, I think it's huge. You know, there's a lot of kids on the team from the state of Kansas. You know, I think that they got a little extra stake in that because of being from Kansas. And just anytime you're playing an in-state rivalry like that, it's just huge. You know, rivalry games, you know, always brings an extra layer to, you know, the preparation in every, you know, week regardless.
The only time that a Snyder coach team has lost to KU in Manhattan was 1989. What is the motivation in keeping the governor's trophy here?
Yeah, keeping the trophy here is huge. You know, it's sitting down in the locker room right now. You know, it's sat in the locker room every week of, you know, we've played KU since I've been here, and so it's you know, it's huge to be able to keep that here in Manhattan.
Maybe we're past this point, or we don't get to it, but at some point, does the frustration about this season change from frustration to just simply anger?
You know, that's a difficult question. I think, you know, there's probably definitely some anger, you know, about things that, you know, maybe lack of execution, you know, things that, you know, the shortfalls we've had. I know for me, I do my best to take that anger and try and channel that in as motivation, you know, trying to push myself to work that much harder, not use it to get down on myself and necessarily cash the chips in, because, you know, our backs are against the wall, but we're not out of this thing by any means right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're fighting for the state of Kansas. I think that's definitely extra motivation, especially in a position that we're at. We're in no position to look past anyone, and so for Kansas, I think we're especially excited and gonna hopefully get a good week of practice ready.
I asked Adam the same question, but at some point, does the frustration or disappointment in the season turn into anger and a different emotion altogether?
Hopefully a productive anger. I think that, yeah, if channeled right, you can use that anger for better preparation and practice and just overall better play, more aggressive. And so, yeah, just looking forward. I mean, it's the same old things. It's small mistakes. The margin of error is very small. I mean, we're 3 plays away from being a 6-3 football team, and so I think thinking of those things can be encouraging to think back and be like, hey, I mean, the ball hasn't flopped our way this year, and so going forward, I mean, we're going to get a couple rolls here at the end of the season.
Do you feel like the rivalry has gotten more competitive in the last 2 years with KU?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can definitely tell they're an improving program, and so as we face that, I think that's something that we definitely have to take a full look at and make sure to treat them like the fully capable opponent they are. It's a good football team we're playing this week.
Coach mentioned a little bit ago, you know, it's been about 5 games that you guys have only scored the ball maybe twice in the ball game. What have been the issues facing this offense this season?
Man, we've hit a lot of snags when we're crossing the 50-yard line. It's just small execution mistakes where 3rd and 5, if it goes the other way and we get the first down, we're going in, we're rolling, and we're feeling good. But we've just had a couple mistakes here and there that you see that continue to snag us up and hold us from scoring as much as we're fully capable.
I heard the Governor's Cup trophy is down in the locker room. What does that mean to you guys?
It's a pretty cool thing to fight for the state of Kansas, and so seeing that down there can definitely be motivation to go out and give it your best in practice and be as prepared as possible.
After everything you guys have gone through, is the locker room still intact? Is everyone rowing the same way, or is there some fractures right now?
We just talked right before practice. Dalton brought up a good point. He said, hey, 4 years ago we were 3-6, and what did we do? We did the same thing. We rowed the boat and we kept going, and we won our last 3 games. And so that's all we can do is there's no dramatic changes that are going to fix things. It's just being able to execute and do the things that we're capable of.
Isaiah didn't play much of receiver on Saturday. With a pass game that's had its issues already, I mean, how much more difficult does that make it when you don't have him out there?
I mean, that's kind of a coaching thing, so I don't really want to comment on that too much. But as far as his capabilities and speed for the pass game, it's definitely helpful to have him out there at times.
I know this is a tough question, but you guys are human, have cell phones, that kind of stuff. Do you see the chatter and noise, people asking about Bill Snyder's future, and then does it have any kind of impact on you guys?
I don't like to worry about that. I feel like I've seen that for the last 5 years, and so it's all speculation, and that doesn't really have an impact on me.